Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome to Football Manager 2018. The beta has just been released. So we're going to start my Arsenal career mode as is tradition. And as you can see from my profile, which you have to make as soon as you start up the game, he looks like a horrifying mess. I've taken my picture and done the whole, dots in the right place type thing. My webcam wasn't working, so I wasn't able to get a more accurate photograph. So I've used one of my pre-existing ones and given him a nice funky looking shirt, tie and jacket combo. So, we're going to use this one. So I've selected youth development for that, so presumably that's good. We've got all the top licenses, so I'm fully qualified to be a football manager, which is probably a good thing. This game only involves you having to buy the game. So I did start a game just from scratch, just have a look around, see what was going on for the first little bit before I decided to actually hit the record button. So we're going to start and override that first one. Literally just went about a week in just to see what stuff would come up, what stuff I could talk about. Shall I? Yes, go on then, we'll attend the meeting. I already know about the history, thank you very much. Yeah, we can keep him around, that's fine. We're going to keep the traditions or philosophies as they are. Shall I see the journalist? I suppose we probably should, shouldn't we? Let's see how it goes. Inter-friendly squad. Yep. Go on then. Yep, we'll agree to everything. So you can do all the friendlies because they're a bit of a pain in the bum. You can do that for me, and I'm going to let you do all the training. And I'll chip in with the odd little bit here and there, but you're probably far better coach than I am, even though I've got all of the qualifications to do it, I just don't want to. So we've got... I can get rid of anyone I want from the backroom staff straight away, that's good. Mutual termination. I don't know how much it's going to cost me. Steve Bold. You got some pretty good stats, actually. I'll give you that. But mutual terminate. Which one is it? What's the one that's not going to cost me anything to get rid of you? Yeah, I'm going to let you go. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Stamp my regime. Be like, yep, no, Steve Bold is going. And that is that. So we've got a team report there. We'll have a flick through this later on. He agreed to termination for a heck of a lot of money. Goodness. Bergkamp better be in the game. Oh. Don't know that he is. People. Peter? No. Oh. What? But I added the Dutch League. That's very annoying. View staff. Oh. That's the only staff they've got. Really? Oh. Okay. Well, if that's the case, and I can't actually sign Dennis Bergkamp, I guess we will keep Steve Bold for now. Okay, fair enough. You can stay in the squad. What have we got? Who have we got in the first team then? Apparently our Nenny's on the transfer list. How much for? It doesn't actually say. Okay. Well, I'm not against that idea of having our Nenny on a transfer list. I'm not going to mess around with things straight away. I thought we were having an inter-friendly squad going on. So, reach the Champions League. In the league, that's probably about right. The two lowest ones for the Cups. That sounds like the best way to do it. And £80 million, so we can buy all of one player, probably. Mario Icardi is on the radar, apparently. Who are we after? Oh, no. City are after Alexis. 125 million. I'd probably have to consider that. I signed Mario Icardi last year, so I don't know if that is a bit obvious, me going for him again, but we'll see how much we can get him for. So, that's not too bad. Yeah, go on then. We'll have the introductions. I'm guessing we're gonna have to say Champions League, I think. As much as I would like to say, yeah, we're going to win the league, I think it's best we set realistic expectations. I think it might be a little bit beyond us, that whole thing. So, can I have a look at my calendar, please? Schedule, because I need to make sure that I am watching it. How do I do that? Oh, I've definitely forgotten how to do this. Is it on there? And then I click it, and it lets me do it. That's how it works, right? Squad registration. Not going to bother with that too much at the moment. Oh, Man City have made an offer for Mohamed Al-Neni. Wow, not nowhere near enough. How much have they offered? 11 million? No, I want at least that 20 million. So, schedule. Yes, there we go. I am attending it now, apparently. Oh, there we go. Don't know why I didn't do it the first time. So we've got this new section which has been added, which is called dynamic. So different players obviously have different levels of influence, which affects the team differently. And obviously how our dressing room works together as well is interesting. And we also have the medical centre. So as far as I'm aware, this works and it gives you risk assessments on the players. So if they're looking like, you know, it might be an issue for them over the next couple of games. You know, if they're looking quite tired, maybe getting fairly susceptible to injuries or such, then, you know. I think that guy actually looks okay. I'm not interested in Matt Ritchie or Matt Loughton, or I'm not interested in Giovinco either. A couple of seasons ago, definitely would have been, but not anymore. Musonda, he looks pretty okay. Is it possible to bring... Cesc Fabregas is quite old now, actually, looking at it. But go on then, let's get a scout report on Mr. Fabregas. See if he's in any way available. So this one is just going to be a pretty short video. I've not thought about who I'm going to sign or who I'm going to sell really or anything like that. So, you know, we're in quite early stages at the moment for how it's going to work. So any suggestions in terms of like players for me to look at, maybe have a scout, have a look at, then, you know, we'll go through that at that point. Do I feel as though, yeah, I mean, you know, the fact you don't want me to win the league is good. Age is not important. Management is something completely new to me. No, we'll be fine. I've been playing this game for many years. I'm sure we'll be okay. Attack-minded coach. Yep, we're going to play lots of attacking football. I'm not going to make any backroom changes as of yet. Do I think... Also think it's going to be fine as director of football. He'll help out. Suggest some good players to me, I'm sure. Yeah. My management style is... Assistant manager does most of it. I get all the glory. Harsh, but true. Yes, Premier League is my main focus. We're going to try and keep Sanchez. I'm not going to tell you which players I'm after, because that would spoil it. I don't actually know myself, so it's probably the best way to do it. Obviously, I think Al-Neni's going to go. I think someone will buy him. We've signed a physio. That's really good news. Financial fair play stuff, which is great. I'm sure we definitely get hamstringed with that later on. Oh no, wait, we don't. Definitely. Ooh, I like this. This is actually really nice. This is pretty cool, having the whole pre-match thing and a little bit of text at the bottom. I'm keen. I'm very, very keen on this. Okay. Well, let's play. Obviously, I'm going to have to adjust some of the settings. So probably we'll do it the same way that I did last year, which is we'll do it. With different bits. So that's probably a bit too fast. We'll go with that for now. Wilson, Maitland-Niles, all that sort of, all those guys. Oh, I can just straight upload to YouTube. This is actually looking really good. I'm liking a lot of the changes that they've made. Just obviously, I've not started messing around with anything yet, but yeah, it looks really good so far. It looks like how you would want it to. You know, more of the analytics and that sort of side of things. I don't think I'm ready to make any changes. Alexis, you would probably expect him to bury that, usually though. And from a real world standpoint, got his scrum cap on, which is a little bit disappointing. Hopefully we can get through this game without anyone getting injured. I mean, I think that, for me that's probably one of the big things out of all this. But the animations are actually, I think they genuinely are improved this year. I know they say that every year, but it feels clunky. It's still I don't think he's going to be knocking on. Unfortunately for him, but fortunately for me, he's a very good backup. I think Czech is still not really good goalkeeper. That was a bit dodgy there. If Buffon's anything to go by, then you know, he could have a few years left in him. Oh right, okay. So Ramsey's injured then. That's a great start. Not what I wanted to see. What's he? What has he actually done? Because that looks bad. Potential foot injury. So. The sort of goals we, sort of chances we need to go in. Really bad. Hopefully. Ramsey's injury is not a severe one, like not a metatarsal or something, because that would not be great. First one the worst thing. Key thing. A little bit better. Oh, Maitland-Niles is playing. That's good. I'm not totally against bringing youth players in, more obviously as substitutes down the line, but I take that's better in on the right. World Cup. Yeah, Bellerin's on, Kashani, Mustafi, so pretty decent. I think it's a pretty decent back line anyway. Not been massively impressed with how things have gone. I think I'm going to change it to key because I feel like we're watching a really drab game. So we should hopefully just now have important stuff, and I'm quite desperate to see what's happened to Ramsey. It's really bad news for me. Yeah, I got one or two standout players so far. There's Oluwobi, Bellerin. Really clunky still, but never mind. Oh, Lacazette's on now. I'm very excited to see him play. Eddie is also on after his brilliant performance in the League Cup. I'll have a look at his potential during my then for no apparent reason whatsoever. And his potential was only 3.5 stars, so the chances of him actually getting into the first team and cementing a place is probably going to be pretty slim. There'd have to be quite a lot of injuries and no scope to bring anyone else in. And unfortunately, there are obviously players that can play it bit unfortunate. If you've got 4-star potential, I think there's definitely scope there to bring him in. We're getting the whole lot of substitutes now. Chambers is on. And practically everyone from the other team has been replaced at this point. No, Jeff René Adelaide is on. He's one I'll be looking out for as well. Access. Once again, a random dip in frame rate there for some reason, but maybe it's just a beta thing. Maybe it's the recording. Who knows? So it looks like we're coming towards the end of the game. Almost dominant performance by the first team, but just not enough cutting edge going forward, unfortunately. Alexis is out. Really good ball in by Mesut Ozil, actually, to be fair. I don't remember him actually testing Czech or Spain for that matter. Past the 93 minutes, I'm just going to find out how bad Ramsey is. Nope, I should have actually looked at that, to be fair. Struggled to perform. Obviously, Ramsey went off injured. Maitland-Niles, because he didn't play too great. 17 days. Thank goodness. That could have been a hairy one. So I'll probably go through to the 6th just to see if we get any more development on the El Neni situation. Obviously, Mesut Ozil has been given a heck of a lot of praise. Yeah, 17 million for El Neni seems reasonable. I don't actually know how much we paid for him. It was probably more. Oh no, only 7.5. That's okay. I don't think El Neni really fits into my team. I want to sort of bring in midfielder anyway for that. Also, here's our players that are out on loan. Yeah, no one really there that I wish was in the team, to be totally honest. Oh yeah, Lucas is out, isn't he? Perez. Keep forgetting that he's not gone on a proper transfer. Let's see if there's anyone in the scouting bit. I quite like this recommendation from the scouting team. That's pretty cool. I remember signing this guy a couple of times in some of the older football managers back when he used to play for Bayern Munich. But I wasn't aware that Southampton had bought him. It's just that, how much is that transfer going to cost you? A lot of money. A stupid amount of money, actually. So, not too interested in that at the minute. Ajax is normally a good source of players for me when I usually look to bring people in, but they've been pretty well, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say taken apart. Raided. There you go. Been pretty well raided. as things stand. But we do have some decent players, so I'm going to do some scouts of some of these guys that I am somewhat aware of. As I check, he's a little bit old though. Well, I say a little bit old, he's 24. I shouldn't really say he's a little bit old. But yeah, probably a little bit older than what I'm really looking for. Would like to get some younger guys, bring them up through the ranks. Dolberg, he's never really done too well for me in Football Manager. He usually gets injured too much. But, we will have a look at him anyway and see how that's going. So, probably during this episode and the next episode, I'll probably be scouting. I'll probably find a load of players to scout. Get them all lined up for later. I'm not too keen on those tutoring. We do want to see if we can get Alexis to stay, whether we can or not. Liam Brady, very, very good. I'm glad he's part of the backroom staff. That'd be good for us. I'm guessing he's not even willing to discuss transfer. That's good because it's realistic, so we'll have to try and do something to keep him. Might try and see if I can sign a Chilean. That'll probably be quite useful. Yeah, we'll let Rene Adelaide go out on loan. I don't see any issue with that. He's not going to play a part in the first team. So the next video is going to be how videos were done previously, in terms of I'll record it and do voiceover later. And of course we'll have the odd ones where it's live if something particularly pertinent is taking place. I don't think there's much going on here though. I think we're just going through the motions. Jack Wilshere shouldn't be offered a new contract. Well, I want to offer him a new contract. Offer a new deal. How much does he want? 100k. That seems reasonable. Cool. Well, that was easy. That was a lot easier than what it's going to be to try and keep Mesut Ozil, I'm sure of it. Well, I think that's it. We've gone through Thursday, so this is just a bit of a first look. There's not really too much to say. Oh, that's pretty good. Tells you where he's had the injury and what sort of match workload, training workload, whether it be. So at the minute he's got a very high increased injury risk, which is good because it sort of lets you, judge how and where players are likely to get injured if you play them and if you, that's pretty cool. I'm very keen on that actually. We'll see how that goes as we progress forward in the game as well. Give it one last one just for good luck, which is probably going to take us through to the Saturday. Yep. I've not had any reports back, unfortunately. Anyway, there you go. So, I hope you all enjoyed the first look at Football Manager 2018. Any comments, suggestions from players for me to scout, have a look at, younger players, older players? It actually doesn't really matter. I'm happy to take any suggestions. And yeah, we'll see if I can, sort things out with the squad. If there's players you think I should get rid of or keep, let me know as well. I'll take all suggestions on board. Whether I go through with them or not, we shall see. But I've definitely got a few ideas in mind that I want to try and have a look at. A few players I want to shift. I don't want to do massive overhauls, so max is going to be 5 in, 5 out, which is quite a lot. But yeah, I mean that's the sort of level we're talking about. I'm not going to be, probably 3 or 4 maybe. Not sort of like 10 out, 10 in. Younger players, of course, I don't mind putting them. They obviously can be slinging the under 23s or go on loan. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed the video. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.